Hello, howdy neighbors. So I had this fun thing to do today. It's this lousy rainy day and I was going to do something different, but I'm like, this is a backup plan that I'll use. So I know now we think of Rice Krispie treats as those things you buy already packaged in a store, but how many of you people actually remember making them or being in the kitchen helping making them when you were younger? I had a picture, I can't find it, but so I was like 5 years old, and I remember going to a friend's house, and the only reason I remember it, because I had this picture forever, of that was the first time I ever went ice skating, and so it's very vivid. We went back to their house and hot cocoa and made Rice Krispie treats. I know there's generic, I don't think it really matters. In fact, it's funny, they're different than they used to be when I was a kid, but that's okay. And the recipe's still on the box. Kind of hard to read because of all the color for me, but pretty simple. So what we're going to do is I'm melting 3 tablespoons of butter. And it's kind of ironic that I went on their website. They don't recommend any dietary substitutions to make this low-cal because it ain't going to work. All right, I don't think there's any sugar-free or something, marshmallows, and you know they don't want to use like margarine instead of butter. So it was kind of funny to read that. We don't want to get this too hot. I just want to get this butter melted, 3 tablespoons, and then we're going to dump in 10 ounces. That's where handy dandy electronic scale comes in. And basically it's just a few shy of a 12-ounce bag. It's almost melted. Just want to turn it down because I don't want a huge amount of heat to melt this. And as soon as we get it melted, we're going to get it off the heat anyway. So. Almost there. And this is actually a recipe I'm not putting onion or garlic in, so you should be thankful. But let me tell you, the recipe I was planning is a dessert that you guys are going to love. So it's just postponed. You'll still get it. Alright, it's melted. I got my 10 ounces of ooey gooey. I think they melted a little in the car from the grocery store. And you can use that marshmallow cream. I never have, I've always done it this way, but so we're just going to let these get warm. They're going to melt down to basically nothing. Stick to the pan. Oh, what fun it is to. And at this point, when it's melted, if you wanted, you could put food coloring in. So you make like holiday red and green ones. If you're really smart, you could like do Christmas tree cutouts and all that kind of stuff after you color them and have fun with it. I remember this very well, just watching him. Of course, back then all you had were Revereware pans. That melamite or whatever it was, the handles were all that funny stuff. Let's get in there. Yeah, nothing like a little sugar. One of the tricks I learned is that you really want to, once these cool, you're going to want to cut them out. Don't let them sit out in the air very long. And then wrap up you know, cut them up into the squares you want and then wrap them up. Okay. Big huge pile of marshmallows is melting into nothing. And here comes the rain again. Can't win. All right. And with that, a couple stubborn ones. I think for some reason I pretty well missed out on s'mores when I was a kid, but we always had campfires and toasted marshmallows. All right. It's gonna be that time, isn't it? I think now Christmas comes before Halloween, right? I think they changed that. Just make sure it's all heated through. Gonna put it on low. I think a little toasty, so get off the heat here. So I got 6 cups of Rice Krispie treats. Do you think I can get them all in this bowl or a pan? Not making a mess. Okay. So we just want to kind of fold this in. Now we're talking. I have to throw away the pan after this. So I want to clean this mess up. So if we don't make them perfect, that's fine. But like I said, if you stir them up too much, you're just going to bust up all the Rice Krispies. And who wants to do that? Alright, so I got me a pan, 13 by 9. I got a little cooking spray. Official taster. It'll work. Ooh, still toasty. So what do you do with this whole big glop of stuff? Eat it. This is a trick. So we want to get this pressed down. You can see how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to kind of separate it out. Hope it doesn't stick to my wax paper too bad. But I'm not trying to crush. Oh no. I don't want to crush the Rice Krispies. Just want to get them pretty even. Doesn't that look great? Of course it does. So the trick to it now is letting it cool, and then we're going to cut it out. So, can't stop eating this stuff. So, I'm going to let this cool, and then I'll show you what they look like when we cut them out. So we'll see you back. Thanks. Alright, so we got them cool now, and there are a couple things you can do. You can either invert it out onto the cutting board, whatever you do. But I just find this to be a really easy trick to do. So I want to cut it into quarters. Just take a regular old knife. Remember, the key to it is, they don't have to look perfect, but I want to be able to cut that crooked. But I want to be able to not mush up all the. I'm going to cut each half in half. And you know, we used to leave these out on the counter, and I never thought anything about it. Well, Kellogg says no, get them cut, get them wrapped. So that's what I'm going to do this time. Food safety that we didn't believe in. How many people remember growing up that parents left butter out on the table all the time? First thing I remember most was they didn't used to pasteurize apple cider. So I used to sneak it and put it out in the garage because it was cool and it would ferment. You could always tell because once the jug swells, it's got a little kick to it. Okay, so I got this cut into quarters. And now, it just depends on how hungry you are. My knife's getting dirty. I think these should be pretty big squares. So I cut them in half. So I'm going to go right down the middle. I'm going to try to go right down the middle. I guess if you sprayed the knife with cooking spray, probably, because I was doing okay in the beginning, but it's dragging now. Taking me on its own path. Just remember, this is something that everyone can have fun making and eating. Alright, so how are we going to do this? I got one. I got two. These really are fun to make and really fun to eat, okay? Just trust me on that. And I promised one of my friends I was going to give him one. So this is for them. It's kind of fat because was pushed up in the corner. So see how easy this really is? I mean, I can just pull these apart. They're not sticking. Cooking spray works great. Just remember, this is the kind of stuff, like I said, I remember being in the kitchen. I was really young. I was 5 or 6 years old. And I remember, well, I watched and ate. Okay, I think I licked the spoon a lot. But this is really easy. People are motivated to make things. If they like them, they taste great. And so let's keep up the good work. And it's like nighttime outside, even though it's almost lunchtime because it's so dark and rainy. Sorry about that, but let's just keep cooking in the kitchen. Bring everyone in, have fun. Don't worry about the calories. Kids need the calories, by the way. Don't cut your kids back. They need, you know, if they're out there running around all day, they'll be burning this off. Get out and ride the bike a little extra. Put down the video game. Alright, anyway, so I want you to subscribe. I want you to comment and ring the notification bell. And I'd really like you to comment and tell me, like, your fondest memory of Rice Krispie treats. And I'll see you next time.